But enough about that. Today we are going to talk about one of my favorite topics. They are, but not limited to, art and, wait for it, let's see if I can do this. My glasses always get in the way when I try to take off sweatshirts. And superheroes! Yeah! Jonah, we're not going to be discussing Batman specifically, sorry. And Alex, I know your favorite superhero is, well, you, but we're not going to be discussing you either. Like I said, everyone has a favorite superhero, or at least they should. But what's far more interesting to me is why we like heroes. Heroes give us something to believe in other than our feeble selves. They help us believe that good will always triumph over evil, even though there will be sacrifices and challenges and hardship along the way. They help us believe that there will always be, one more adventure, one more chance to save the girl. They show, or, boy, whatever, gender neutral here. They show us the best we can be, the bravest, the fastest, kindest, smartest, strongest, most self-sacrificing. But they also show us the worst we can be. Corrupt, selfish, foolhardy, dishonest, cowardly, cruel. By their extraordinariness, they point out how ordinary each of us is, but also kind of highlighting how everyone can have that little thing that makes them special, to be all cliched here. But I think this pointing out as to our own ordinariness and feebleness is why we just obsess over heroes. As I mentioned, Spider-Man is my personal favorite hero. I have solid reasons as well before y'all start hating on me. Both Spider-Man and Peter Parker seem really real. They make mistakes, they have flaws. And while it seems like Spider-Man, the hero, has everything under control, Peter Parker is kind of like cracking at the seams. And I find that kind of dynamic really interesting. And think about a spider web from far away. It seems really like perfect and symmetrical and just a little bit creepy. But the closer you get, you can see the imperfections that are in it. Peter Parker / Spider-Man is like that. I told you we would get to the art part, or art, I don't remember if I mentioned lines, but whatever. This is what I did over the weekend. I can't tell if it's all in the frame. There we go. It was a brain crack idea. It kind of like got in my head, and then I was like, man, I have to do that. This is for a design contest, long story, but that's the short part. Featuring Spider-Man and his nemesis. Alex, you're mine, so you better watch out. And in thinking about the relationship between these characters, I thought about how they're all connected by Spider-Man, but they're also separate, and how that could be represented. How these relationships seemed seemingly really neat. Like, so neatly that the spider of the Spider-Man symbol is, like, symmetrical down to, like, the 1/8 of an inch, because I'm that neurotic. Like, I broke out a ruler. The web originally was symmetrical and square and everything as well. And then I realized, first of all, how much cooler this looked. And I thought about these characters, and I thought about Peter Parker, and I was like, wow, it's not perfect lines, and it's not perfect little boxy relationships. Things kind of warp a little bit. So I wanted to kind of show that. And anyway, being a superhero is complicated, so why wouldn't a web be made by Spider-Man be? That's all I have for this week. I look forward to getting my punishment. I actually had a lot more I wanted to say, but I am running out of time, so bye.